Hi, good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you've been practicing what we learned over the last 2 days. Today is the final day where we're going to do a recap, and then hopefully you will continue to practice maybe all of these 6 exercises, or you can take 2, 3, 4, 5. It's always good if you do all of them, or you can do 3 or 4, anything that suits you. So let's start off. I hope you did your walk. Remember, it's always good to mobilize your body before you start any breathing exercises. So even in the practice of yoga, you would have always noticed you do the asana first, then you do the pranayama, and that leads you to the meditation. So if a lot of you are struggling with meditation, a nice way of doing it is first doing your walk, then doing your breathing exercises. And then when the mind is calm, it's easier for you to get into a meditation. So let's start off with the first breathing exercise. Quickly, let's go over the health of your lungs. This is for people with COPD, emphysema, tumors in their lungs, people who just want to maintain their lungs, prevention, invest in prevention today. We live in a world where there's pollution all around us, and that puts so much of stress on our lungs. And it just doesn't have to be pollution around us. It's even the car fumes that you breathe, all of these chemicals all around us, and that puts stress on our lungs. And that's why, lung disorders are at its highest ever because of the change in pollution. So if we're living in a hard world with all of this, we have to invest more in maintaining our lungs so our lungs can reduce the burden of all the pollutants. And with our own bodies, we're able to detoxify and keep whichever muscles are required to make us work strong the right way. So we start off with diaphragmatic breathing. Again, remember, do not force yourself to go through something that makes you uncomfortable. Sometimes if your lungs are really weak, when you do these exercises, it will be difficult. It's like the first time you went to the gym or you did any exercise, your body was sore for a while. That's because your muscles, which were never used, suddenly got used. This is the same thing with your lungs. So listen, your own comfort level, it's not a competition. Your inhale, exhale, your whole time. Don't look at what everyone's doing. Look at what your body is capable of. And after 1 week of practice, you'll find that your capacity of your inhale, exhale, and your holds are way longer. And that's when you know your lungs are getting stronger and stronger. So the whole idea of morning breathing exercises is to train your lungs, train your lung capacity to utilize oxygen the right way, okay, and carbon dioxide as well. So we start off with diaphragmatic breathing. This is something that we should all perfect because after a while, this is the natural way we're supposed to breathe. When you're born, you are already breathing this way. It changes a long time. So diaphragmatic breathing, you can lie down or you can stand up or you can even sit down and do this. All breathing exercises are best done with your spine as erect as possible. Shoulders slightly roll back, so you open up your rib cage, you expand your entire region where your lungs are. So that's more capacity of oxygen. So let's start off with diaphragmatic breathing. One hand on your tummy, one hand on your chest, just to make sure you're doing it the right way. When you inhale, your tummy rises. When you exhale, your tummy goes in. So always think of a balloon. You're holding an empty balloon. When you blow into the balloon, you're blowing oxygen into the balloon rises. That's your tummy, that's your belly, okay? And when the air comes out, it deflates. So always use that as an example to perfect diaphragmatic breathing. Your inhales can be at any length, your exhales, comfortable breathing. When you breathe through your diaphragm, you'll find that your inhales and exhales kind of steady over time. When you breathe through your chest, that's the wrong way. So if your chest is rising first, then that's a problem. You're doing it the wrong way. But if your belly is rising first, and then your chest, that is diaphragmatic breathing. So 4 to 6 counts. Let's just do 3 of them right now together. You can close your eyes. You can keep your eyes open. You can look straight ahead or you can look slightly down and take a deep inhale. As you inhale, your tummy rises. You don't have to hold. And as you exhale, the tummy comes in again. Let's do that twice again. Inhale. Exhale. Do the third one while I talk. So while you do this, even if you have sinus or mucus buildup, sometimes in the midst of your diaphragmatic breathing, you find your ears suddenly pop open because it was, there's congestion, there's mucus in your sinus. So these are really good exercises even for that. It just opens up your entire ENT system. So that's diaphragmatic breathing. We want to aim for 4 to 6 counts. You can go up to 8, you can go up to 10. Remember, it's not a competition, whatever makes you feel comfortable. The second breathing exercise was the who breathing. So you make the sound H-U, like who. And when through your mouth, you open your mouth and you inhale, making that sound. You won't be able to hear it, but we're trying to mimic that sound. So it's like, so as you inhale through your mouth, it can be slow and gentle. Don't jerk it. And then you close your mouth and you exhale through your nostril. Now, this is a beautiful breathing exercise, again, to open up your lungs. And you feel very calm and energized in the brain as you finish this, 4 to 6 to 8 to 10 counts. So let's do 3 counts together. You don't have to open your mouth wide. Gently open your mouth and again, as you hoo through your mouth, inhale through your mouth, you'll find that your belly rises first and then your chest. And over here, you find that your inhale can be longer because the surface area is wider than your nostril. So you can take in a lot more oxygen. So this is really great if you're hyperventilating or you're finding shortness of breath. You can do a couple of these breaths to kind of stabilize. And then you find that the exhale through your nose, you'll actually hear it. It's like the sea. It's like the ocean. Okay, so that's good. You're doing it the right way. 4 to 6 to 8 counts. Now we move to pursed lip breathing. This is great, again, if you want to reduce your breathlessness. It's great because sometimes, like I said, if our lungs are not working the right way or we're not breathing the right way, we trap air. We trap air in the alveoli sacs. And that air trap makes us kind of hyperventilate. So like I said, in hyperventilation, the problem is not getting oxygen in. The problem is we exhale more than we inhale. So pursed lip breathing, how do we do that? So you sit again straight, inhale through your nostrils, and then purse your lips together. Purse your lips together like you're gonna blow out a candle, okay? But don't really blow. Just slowly exhale through the pursed lips, all right? So inhale, purse your lips. Again, you wanna hear like a gentle sound of the ocean, a gentle sound of the sea as you gently exhale through your pursed lips. 4 to 6 to 8 to 10 counts. This is fantastic to just even relax. In fact, all these breaths will help you relax. That's the beauty of breathing. If you do it the right way, you are going to feel relaxed, energized. You know, every cell in your body is going to be oxygenated the right way. Okay, pursed lip breathing. Now, what are some of the symptoms that we see when we know our lungs are struggling? We have wheezing, we have tightness in the chest area, we have shortness of breath, or the formation of excess mucus. Okay, and that mucus has to come out, otherwise you'll be consistently coughing all the time, or you'll feel that when you cough, there's like a wetness in that cough. So that could be mucus again. All right, so let's move to the next breathing exercise, which is simple deep breathing. Inhale, hold to your capacity, and exhale. Okay, try to put a number to it. It always keeps your breathing coordinated. And when you focus on the number and your breath, that's what leads you to meditation as well. Okay, so now we inhale. Let's say we're going to inhale for 3 seconds. Inhale 3, hold 3, and exhale 3. That's it. Then inhale again. You can do 4, 5, 6. It is up to you. Your inhale may be 4 seconds. Your hold may be 2 seconds. Your exhale may be 3 seconds. It's up to you, completely up to you. As you get stronger and stronger, you can coordinate the timings of your breathing. All right. That moves us into the next exercise, which is box breathing. This is my favorite because think of this as an all-round exercise for the lungs. All right. So if you remember yesterday's class, we inhale for 3, we hold our breath for 3, we exhale for 3, and then we hold for 3. When you finish your exhale, the space between your exhale and your next inhale, you hold that for 3 seconds. Again, you can do it for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's really up to you. So let's do this together. Inhale 3, hold 3, exhale 3, hold 3. Let's do that again. Inhale 3, hold 3, exhale 3, and hold 3. Okay, now you want to make sure you're breathing diaphragmatically even through this. So as you take the inhale, your belly rises. As you do the exhale, your belly deflates. That is called box breathing. You can do 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, completely up to you. But in box breathing, you want to keep the seconds uniform right through. In the previous breathing, which is just inhale, hold, and exhale, that is up to you. Let's move into the final breathing exercise, which is fantastic if you have mucus congestion. If you live in a polluted area, you just come home and you know that you've bred in a lot of pollution. How do you get that out of your system? Again, now, if this is uncomfortable for you, do it the right way. Learn how to do this. Okay, so we inhale, all right? We inhale through our nostril, and then we open out our mouths and we go, doesn't have to be that loud. It could even be a inhale. You don't have to do it quickly and you don't have to do it forcefully. Okay? So the beauty is if you can't do 3 Ha's, you even do just 1. So inhale or inhale. All right? It's extremely important that you practice this exercise. Now you may cough in between. It doesn't mean the exercise is bad for you. It means the exercise is working for you. Because with this exercise, you will loosen up the mucus. When you loosen up the mucus, your lungs are going to try to expel it through a cough. Okay, sometimes you may sneeze in between. Now remember, if you've just come out from a lung surgery or an open heart surgery, you don't want to do this particular one. You can still do it, but very lightly. Gentle inhale. As you get stronger, you'll find that just 3 to 4 reps of this exercise is more than enough. If you push it, it's going to be uncomfortable for anyone. All right, so let's go quickly over these 6 before we end this. We have diaphragmatic breathing, we have the Hu breathing, we have the pursed lip breathing, we have the normal inhale, hold, and exhale. We have the box breathing, which is uniform on seconds right through, and we have the Huff, which is the all these 6 exercises. Practice it for the next 1 month. Do not miss it at all. Finish your morning walk, make it a routine. Once you do it, you know, you're not going to be able to start your day without doing this. It's like brushing your teeth. Okay, so do your 10-minute walk, do your exercises. All of this will not take you more than 5 to 10 minutes. That's what you should give your lungs. Your lungs require this kind of exercise every day. You can do it in the morning. It's best in the morning. You can also repeat it again in the evening. Now, please understand, if you're a senior citizen or if you have a history of lung problems, you know, when you have symptoms of constant chest tightness or constant coughing, please get yourself checked. There are too many people out there who just keep it going on for 2 to 3 to 4 months. And then what happens is they finally do an x-ray and they find half or most of one lobe or both lobes of their lung is filled with pneumonia or patches which could have been taken care of. You see, sometimes a small bacterial infection can cause a pneumonia, no matter how fit you are, no matter how strong you are. And you need to get that broken down. So please do not ignore symptoms, because unfortunately with the lungs, it is resilient, but once these patches start filling up your lungs, it gets weaker and weaker, and sometimes you can lose a portion of your lungs and there's no turning back. There's no such thing as a lung transplant, unfortunately. So we have to look after our lungs. Do not ignore these symptoms, especially if you're elderly and it's persisting. I know a lot of us don't like to go through x-rays and get checked out, but it's for the higher good. It's for the higher good, because if it is detected at the right time, there is a lot that you can do to get better. But once you start destroying the lungs, that's a big problem. It's irreversible. The damage is irreversible. COPD, emphysema, you know, there is no medicine to cure this. But through your lifestyle, through your diet, through your breathing exercise, through reducing your stress, you take the burden of your lungs, which means you cannot reverse it, but you can definitely arrest. You can arrest the progression of the disease, which means you can live a quality life. So please understand, it's never the end until we decide it's the end, until we stop doing the right things and we allow these diseases to progress. If you're a smoker, if you are with people who smoke, passive smoking, know that it is destroying your lungs no matter what anyone says. What anyone says, it is destroying your lungs. So please take care of these things. People who live in apartments and you have pigeons on your windows, please put screens around your windows, you know, nets around your windows, because a lot of people today have developed lung diseases and COPD because of their allergies towards pigeons. And that gets into your air conditioner. We've had so many people who have developed these conditions. We make them open up their ACs and they find like 1 to 2 kilos of pigeon waste in that. And that same air from your air conditioner is blowing it into your home. And it can lead to COPDs and a whole load of other lung issues if you're allergic to it. So you want to make sure these little things don't exist around you, especially if you are a patient of lung disease or someone has a lung issue or you have weak lungs. Your children have asthma, they have breathing problems, wheezing problems. You want to make sure that you take care of these little things. Have a great day, everyone. Please keep practicing. This time over yesterday, today, and the previous day would be useful for you if you take away something, if you learn it, and if you apply it. Remember, knowledge without action is useless. Knowledge without practice is absolutely useless. Have a great day, everyone.